We're gonna do a song that you never heard before. The volume.
Here they come and get wicked. Here we go again. Ace Kennedy, my brother from another mother. What's happening?
What's going on with you, man?
Man, I am so this is right around now is our pollen season out here in at least the start of it out here in Atlanta. Boy, I had to go ahead and lay it down for this one though, man. Pollen was kicking my behind today though, man.
Oh, really?
It was good, man. You got the Ace Kennedy shirt. What you got popping?
Shooting a documentary today. Supposed to be going to do like a studio session with one of the homies. Young lady that's here that's been doing it for quite a minute, and she switched over to kind of doing like documentaries. And so we're going to vibe out and see what we can come up with. So it should be good times.
Okay. Hey man, well listen, you know, everybody been talking about it. Beyonce performed at the Oscars.
Yeah, that's exactly what they've been talking about.
Everybody been talking about it. I don't listen. That's what I was there for. I heard that Beyonce was performing. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's do it.
Was you disappointed?
No, I was not disappointed. To be honest with you now, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Matter of fact, I'm running the update here. I was about to say, let's get this music going real quick, and I'll tell you all about it. But no, listen, I absolutely love Beyonce's performance there, though, man. It was everything that I was checking in for the Oscars for, right? Mm-hmm. Boom, I got the Beehive alert. I said, yo, it's Beyonce time. She on right now. So I was there. Stepped away from a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
Stepped away. Saw a couple of things here and there. Then the slap around the world happened, Ace Kennedy.
The slap around the world.
The slap. Talk to me, bro.
What you want to talk about, man?
Listen, bro. I want to break this thing down like John Madden, bro.
All right, let's do it. You know, the big question, of course, everybody's been talking about was Will wrong for doing it? You know what I'm saying? And does this set black people back? You know, the whole thing. So okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say that everything in this could be yes and no. And that's not a cop-out answer. I can explain them all. But the thing is this, right? Whenever you do something to somebody, you don't get to tell me what their repercussion is going to be for doing it. So meaning that if a dude comes up to you in a store, right, and he pushes you, but then you punch him, then that's on him. You know what I'm saying? Like that was your response to whatever he did. Now, the thing is that you can't just look at what happened as surface value. And then I'm going to just be honest. At the end of the day, nobody knows what Will was thinking. I can only tell you from experience. I read his book. Okay. In his book, he specified for years. I mean, all throughout the book, he just kept saying how growing up, he felt like a coward. He felt like a coward because his dad used to put them hands on his mom. Right. And he never intervened. And there was other things that happened throughout his life, and he didn't intervene. And so I think this was the tipping point to where it's like, no, I'm standing up for my wife. And here's the thing. The other thing that I think is interesting with the slap, right, is a lot of people are saying, well, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda, what he shouldn't have did, what he should. Listen, that man is secure. Will is secure. If Will doesn't do a single thing else, like if he just retired today, he would be fine. So he's in a different category to where all of that stuff about getting canceled and all that other stuff is beyond him. The only like the question is, did I want him to do it? No, I don't never want to see nobody get them hands put on him. But am I mad at him for doing it? No. But at the same time, Chris Rock is a comedian. Comedians are supposed to be able to get stuff off. But the only thing I'm saying with this is that Chris wasn't hosting the show. He was only presenting. So the host kind of gets the chance to go and jab at people, whatever like that. But the thing is, the last thing, and I'm gonna let you go because we can respond back and forth. But the last thing is this: Chris Rock back in 2016 had already had some words about the Smiths. You know what I'm saying? Back when Concussion was coming out, Will didn't get the nod from the Academy. And so Jada was like, we boycotting the Oscars because there's no way he shouldn't have got nominated for Concussion. And so Chris Rock, being a comedian, and he was the host at the time, said like, oh, Jada talk about she wasn't coming to the Oscars. Well, you didn't get the invite. So, he was already jabbing at him. So now I don't know personally if Will might have said something to him after the 2016 incident, and then the 2022 incident was the on-site incident. So I'm not sure. What are your thoughts anyway?
Before I give my thoughts, I want to get my other brother from another mother on here. The reason
How y'all
for
doing?
that, I feel like, and I've had this conversation now with a couple of the homies. Yeah, and I feel like I'm waffling on this thing. I'm not gonna say I'm never. I am not one who believes violence is the answer, but I also believe violence is the answer.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think both things can be true. I think that it was well deserved and it wasn't deserved all at the same time. My thing is that yes, as comedians, you kind of get a leeway and stuff like that. But my thing is that, and the one thing that I do hate when I hear people say, oh, if it was The Rock up there, then he wouldn't have did that. And I'm like, listen, The Rock wouldn't have said nothing like that, for one. So, like, stop trying to put hypotheticals in there. And the other thing is, at the end of the day, Will has to go home to Jada. He ain't got to go home to none of us. So who am I to say what he should or should not have did to quote unquote protect his wife?
Hey, listen, man. I'm just gonna give you the layers of how I look at this, right? And you just tell me if I'm wrong. I'm okay with y'all telling me that I'm wrong with this, right? I think a couple of things. I at least respect that Will Smith has some level of resolve because he could have punched him, but he chose to slap him. Now, Chris, I'm going to be honest. If we get into it, I'd rather you just punch me, knock me out. I feel it's a different level of disrespect when he just slapped you.
Come on, man.
Listen,
come on, man.
The reason why I say
open hand slap, walk off.
Open hand slap implies to me that you ain't even a man, you a whole bitch.
That's it.
You ain't even manly
say
enough.
That again.
You ain't even manly enough for me to give you the full swing that I got in the tuck. And not just that, it could have been from here. Chris Top, he could have wound it back from St. Joe.
Come on, baby.
And brought it here. He gave him a short slap. So he was just like, dog, you even less of a bitch to me. And listen, part of me feels like if we get into a fight and I knuckle up with you, right? Not even if I knuckle up, but if listen, bro, if you're within 2 feet and you walking up to me and I don't know that you coming up to me, you a threat. But if you slap me, that tells me a lot about what you think about me.
Me. Come on, say that again.
Right? That I ain't even built for the fade, right?
Come on, man.
That you go and listen.
I like that.
I think so that was the first thing. So it showed me some resolve that he was like, you know what? I probably could knock him out right now, but I'm just gonna show everybody how much of a bitch he is, and I'm just gonna slap him, bro.
All right, my turn.
Jump in there, keep me honest
Is it
here.
my turn? No. First off, um, let's first off, how y'all been? I'm sorry for my absence. I've been around the world and back again, but y'all jumped right into it. I wasn't even set up yet, man. For some reason, I thought we got 30 more minutes, but that's neither here nor there. Glad to
Let's do
see
it.
y'all. Y'all look good.
Appreciate you.
I was on the highway. I did not see the Oscars. I was coming back from New York City, and my for our fans out here, our family, and our friends that watch us on this great podcast, we do have Slash Brothers. What I want to call this gentleman, we do have a behind the scene text, and we keep each other abridged on things that we might want to talk about. And the brothers, because these two gentlemen right here are the Slash Brothers. Me and anybody else that shows up here, we are the supporting crew. So our hands off to y'all. I say that to say that they fill my box up with all types of subjects, matters, and all that good stuff, and we have a great time. And I didn't know what I was clicking on. When I clicked on the video, I didn't know what I was about to see. When I seen it, I said, oh, 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 right? And I'm with America after America's already seen it. And I'm like, was that part of the scene? Was that supposed to happen? Was there something I didn't see? Is this? And then I hear Will in the back, keep my wife name out your mouth. I said, oh, golly. Oh,
Hey,
golly.
wait, bro. Let me let you finish. Let me let you finish. Because Ace, what did he say after the first time?
No, he said it after the second time. Because after the first time he said, dude, it was a G.I. Jane joke. And then
the second time.
He said, I was finna. I was about to.
He said, I am. I am.
Right. So I'm sitting there like, oh my God, whoa. And the first thing I said, oh shit. Excuse my language, gentlemen. Will finally snapped. Will finally snapped. He's had it up to here. So I grabbed my phone and I called my cousin Dietrich, because Dietrich is the yang to my yin. You know, whenever I'm thinking my worst thoughts, Deke's thinking the best thoughts, and vice versa. So when I call Deke, Deke's upset. Deke's upset because of Will did what Will did. My cousin Deke is mad. He said, bro, man, he did he ain't ever did that before. Why he do that to bro? Chris family. Why he slapped family though? People been talking about Will Smith his whole life, and now you decide to smack Chris Rock. People been talking stuff about you your whole life, and you today to slap little brother.
Well, wait a minute.
What my cousin. I ain't done, right? But yeah,
I'm gonna let you go. Okay. But this was different because he's talking about his wife, not just Will Smith.
I'll get there. Okay. Oh, hey.
Take me there. Talk to me.
I'm with you.
Talk to me.
Y'all know, hey, and please interrupt me because y'all know I can talk all night.
Well, let me just give this context real quick, Chris, and then you get right back into it. Mm-hmm. I can tell you why he snapped, right?
Oh no! So, don't do that yet. Don't do that. Don't do that yet. Don't do that yet. Okay. And I'm getting there. And I'm gonna bring you back in just because, right? Just so mind you, I'm talking to my cousin, and I said, cousin, if you was talking about my woman at a family function, and you knew that me and my woman was going through some stuff, and you brought up my woman, I'm gonna slap you.
Talk to me.
Period. I'm gonna slap you. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna slap you. I'm gonna beat your ass. You know me. And everybody talk about violence ain't this and violence ain't that. I'm not a violent person, but I fight.
Violence is not always the answer, but sometimes it is.
Hey, it is what it is. I think Uncle Earl had a spin wheel whenever we got in trouble as kids. We'd have to spin the wheel, and sometimes we couldn't go outside, and then sometimes he put it on the ass whooping. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes the ass whooping is necessary. So I'm gonna give it back to you that Will snapped because, like I reminded my cousin, Will been being picked on for a long damn time. Y'all didn't said his kids is gonna change genders. Remember that? remember you said that little Jaden was going to, when he turned 18, he was going to become a girl. Then when he didn't become a girl, you said, oh, it was Willow. Then you said, Will's gay. He been gay. Him and Jada been swinging. Jada used to say, why don't you do me like Tupac did? Hey, all I'm saying is, Will has finally had enough. And Chris, you did such a great job. Hey, look, let me say this. Chris Rock won because he wins. If you get America's best man, and let's clear this up, Will Smith has been America's best man for a long time. To lose it. Will Smith just smacked shit out of me. Makes for great television. Please, Ahmad.
The Oscar Awards ratings shot through the roof immediately afterwards. Immediately afterwards.
And not only that, Chris Rock's sales have skyrocketed.
Okay, let's talk about this though. Let's talk about this. From the element of right for wrong, I got to be honest with you. The part that I thought was wrong is I don't want to see two black men getting this violent. Two black men that are of the richer of us, right? I don't want to see them on TV like Kanye said, acting like it's just you and me. I don't want to see that representation of us like that, even though it's proof that money doesn't change. That's what we
He's still just a boy from Philly.
He's still a dude from Philly.
He's still just a dude from Philly.
What I'm mad about, right? What I am mad about, I'm gonna need New York to explain something, because every time I've ever seen a New Yorker outside of New York and something gets heated, the first thing they say is their borough. Like everybody is supposed to respect this. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the BX. No, we don't get. I'm from Queens. We don't get down like that. So I'm gonna need y'all to explain to me why the Brooklyn in him didn't come out. He wasn't in Brooklyn.
Nah, man, Chris ain't never been a tough guy, just like Will.
No, that's
man.
Not what
Everybody hates
that's
Chris. Everybody hates Chris. Chris showed you that he got beat up by. I'm just saying, but this is Chris Rock. Chris Rock has showed America that I have been the punching bag my whole life.
I've never met a soft person, from at least from what they say. I've never met a soft Brooklynite. Ain't that what they call?
You don't remember when Chris Rock said, man, if my woman gets called a bitch, I'm gonna look at her and say, was you acting bitchy? Chris Rock ain't ever acted like he's tough, bro. He ain't ever been a tough guy. Chris Rock ain't ever been tough.
Let me tell you the other point too, right? Here's why I'm also going with this, though. I think that to that point, right? Let's just say hypothetically, Chris Rock doesn't know. He let's just say he doesn't know what's going on with Jada in terms of her having alopecia, losing the hair. He doesn't follow her and everything like that. And Will Smith clearly, he may have missed that one. And at the same time, I think that Jada still is dealing with that. It could have some insecurity behind that. Money doesn't change.
Made a post.
Right.
She just
Money
made a post about it
the
the other way. She just shaved her head. She just made a post telling people, "Hey, I'm trying to learn to deal with."
Wasn't that long?
alopecia.
Yeah, it wasn't
just
long
a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
So my thing is, right, if as a husband, if I know that my wife is still struggling with this and accepting this, and this is something that makes her insecure, there are only 3 people that I won't slap: Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, and Beyonce. Outside of that, everybody else will get slapped.
Come on.
I just think that
you didn't say your mama. Wait, let's clear this up. You didn't say your mama, right?
I don't know,
Let's
man.
clear this up. You
I
didn't
might,
say your mama. Let's clear this up.
might
No,
just be willing to.
yeah, no, because it's a great point. It's a great point to the fact even my family know don't play with my wife.
Right. See,
Even my family know.
I
Now,
think that as a comedian, right? I do. So this is the thing. I think that as a comedian, we give them the license to go there, right? I think that as a comedian, you look for the comedians to be the last unadulterated truth tellers where they can get off, and it could be that they're speaking on behalf of a lot of people who feel the same way that may find that joke funny, but that doesn't mean that you ain't entitled to all the smoke that you campaigning for.
First off, I call bullshit. I call bullshit because there are certain people that comedians do not fuck with, or if they do, they literally ask for a pass right after they say it.
Well,
the
whole thing was, but the thing is that he already had jokes off from 2016.
Come on, it still ain't had that count for that. Yeah.
And then he did try to get the pass real quick because he was like, "Hey, that was a nice one." You know what I'm saying? He tried to.
Yeah. Oh, wait, was that a pass or was that I could be meaner? Or was that sound like I could be meaner?
Isn't it worse though that you said a lame joke, that the joke wasn't that funny and you got slapped still? Like what if you said something worse? It wasn't that funny to me.
It wasn't that funny.
But Will Smith, and listen, Will Smith said it's not enough that it wasn't that funny. It ain't funny at all, and I ain't going for it. So it would be like to me this when people say, yeah, well, what if Dave Chappelle said that? Right? That's a valid point, right? If Dave Chappelle got up there,
that joke.
But if Dave Chappelle said that and Will Smith was about that life, then I would fully expect that at that moment it wouldn't matter who was telling that joke.
Right? I don't think it would have mattered.
I don't tell you by me ahead of time, right? If this wasn't, let's say that you might have your script that you might before say, hey, you know what, man, I'm trying to liven up the audience, so I might slide this. If you clear something like that for me, maybe. But nah, if you're trying to freestyle off the dome and get the clip,
I'm not accepting none of that.
Okay, keep me.
I don't think Will. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Maher. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Chris Rock was not the host that evening. He was only a presenter. So the thing was that he was getting his ad libs off, but at the same token, that's not even your job. Like that's not even
go that hard. You ain't supposed to be going that hard. You ain't supposed to be going that hard.
He's going harder at people, though. I've seen Chris Rock in hosting go harder at people.
But what about if he's had a history with said person? Again, we've been seeing this. Dave Chappelle would have made that joke, Will could have did one or two things. Now, mind you, Dave Chappelle and Will Smith are friends. Right. Dave Chappelle helped Will Smith do his first stand-up bit. Did you know that? You see what I'm saying? So if Dave Chappelle made that joke, Will might have did everything that people were talking about he would have did. Man, I would have pulled Dave to the side, asked Dave if he knew all that stuff that they talk about in fairy tales. You know, the stuff that Chris Weston would never ever do. You know, the stuff that if I decided I'm going to hit you in your face, I'm going to hit you in your face. There's nothing that's going to change me from wanting to hit you in your face. Because you know why I hit you in your face? Because I have a certain line of rules in my life that demand that I hit you in the face. And making my wife feel some type of way is the top of the list. The only thing higher than that is doing something bad to my kids. So I say again, if I don't really funk with you, you see what I'm saying, Chris? You know I don't really rock with you, bro. But it's cool. I'm mutual. So if Dave Chappelle said that corny joke, I don't think Will would have rushed the stage. I think Will would have talked to his friend and said, dude, I can't believe you made that joke. But see, Chris Rock, like we say, they got history. They ain't been friends. Chris has bashed the Smith family as much as he wants. Now, with this being said, I still said Chris Rock wins. Chris Rock wins. I'm not mad at Chris.
Chris Rock wins because of the fact of how professional he kept it. He kept the show going.
He made it money. He made it money.
He
You make
did.
the money.
Okay, but listen, I'm gonna tell you this from my perspective, right? I look at this twofold, right? This is why I think everything that everybody says about it, I see some reason to agree with it because I understand that. But aside from that, right, you can't just slap me on TV and that be the end of it, right? There got to be, oh, yeah, well, I apologize. And then he whipped my ass after I apologized to him. Or every time I see you, we got to shoot that fade until I'm satisfied with it. And you might whip my tail
Chris
10
Rock ain't
times
that
in a
dude.
row.
Chris Rock
But
ain't
it's
that
never a
dude.
scenario. It's never a scenario that I can imagine where someone could just slap the dog piss out of me.
Come on, say that.
And then just be standing there and just say, wow. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like that. That's one thing.
Charles,
the second part to that, though.
Would you let me ruin the money? Would you let me ruin the money? You understand? Now,
Here's
look,
my thing, though, right?
You up there making the money, and I have an emotional breakdown. Are you gonna have an emotional breakdown with me and ruin the money? Will Smith wasn't in his head. I'm coming back to your mod. I apologize. Will Smith wasn't in his head. Chris Rock was working. Chris Rock didn't let. I say again, Charles. If we was hosting a party, but you and the mods hosting a party, and I come to the party because y'all hosting a party, and I having a bad day, and you might not know I'm having a bad day, and you make a jab at me, and I overreact, and I still on you. You got two choices. You got a chance to, hey man, somebody get Chris out of here, man. Somebody call his mama, get Chris out of here, man. Get him out of here, right? Or you can mess up the money. You can fight me back. And now it's not about the party no more. Now all we gonna focus on is the fight. So I say again, Chris Rock wins because he stayed on task. He stayed on task. Will was the one that was crying and needed to be comforted. Chris was laughing the rest of the night.
For the record,
yes, sir.
If that would have happened, I would have did this to you,
You son
and
of a
politely
I'll
walk
call
you
ain't
out.
shit. Yeah, you act like that was easy. First off, you know
I
what,
would've
Ahmad?
did this and
Ahmad,
politely walk you out.
It's your fault because there's no way that he would have known the vision that you just showed. So Ahmad, I'm gonna slap you when I see you. I'm gonna slap you.
Hey,
But look, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. The only thing I'm really disappointed about is Will stepped on his own moment. Because
oh yeah, messed it up.
We're not
not
talking
just
about
that.
him winning
He
the
took
Oscar.
away from Beyonce's shine.
Hey, is that the research department? Is that she holding up flashcards? She telling you to say that?
But I was
No,
disappointed.
I'm just saying,
Beyonce killed it.
like I said, we're not talking about the fact that he won an Oscar. We're talking about this.
Yes, his
Chris,
first
I will
Oscar.
agree.
Man,
I will agree that Chris was on task because at the end of the day, I don't want to see two black men doing that. But let me ask you this, not so much that I'm embarrassed, like, oh, we don't need to be doing this in front of these white people. It's nothing.
I do want to see if it's Ja Rule and 50 Cent. I do want to see that on site, no matter where they at.
Hey
but
man,
let me ask you this though.
Ja Rule ain't got nothing to do with it. I want to see him in game now. We got to get to that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Amar.
That's podcast friend to the show, The Game.
Yes.
He's friend to the show, The Game. But no, let me throw a wrench in this, right? What would have happened had that been a white comedian that said that? Or what if that had been a white dude that slapped Chris Rock? What would have been different?
Charles, you want it first? I'll take it. I'll take it. It looks like I'm supposed to take
it. Go ahead.
So a white comedian that says it depends on the white comedian.
But I'm just saying.
Listen. Hey, you listen to me. If Bill Maher said it, and Will Smith got up and slapped him, power to Will, power to Bill. Good job. You got it off. Hey,
what about
I love Bill Maher. Bill, that's what I said. I'm sorry if I didn't say his name. That's what I'm talking about. If he says the joke, he says it, and Will gets up and smacks him, you gotta understand, this is great television. I loved it. So it's still the same television to me if it was Bill Maher that Will Smith shot. I think the comedian won, and I think Will gets to feel good that he defended his family. I'm happy, okay? Because unlike y'all, I enjoyed it. It made for great television. Now, if it was some little mediocre mayonnaise comedian that Chris, the representation of the black delegation, if it was a comedian that I'm not familiar with, and he attempted to make fun of my little sister Jada, because I grew up with Jada ever since she went to my college, Hillman. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of y'all that don't even understand. Black people don't follow Will Smith like that. We ain't big on Will Smith, but we love Jada. Let's clear this up. I gotta set the record straight.
Talk
Will,
to me.
you a distant cousin, man. We see you every once in a while. You married into our family, Will. You ain't family. I love you, Will, because you married my sister Jada. So if it was any mayonnaise looking comedian that attempted to make fun of Jada Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, Jada that went to Hillman, Jada that set it off. You see what I'm saying? Jada that busted open on Menace to Society. You dig what I'm talking about? Jason's lyric Jada. If that was if any mayonnaise comedian attempted to talk about her, Will, if you better do way more than slapping, you better stomp him. I stomp a mud hole. Boy, you disrespect my queen? I'll stomp a mud hole in your ass. Switch. If it was who's a who's a who's a powerful Matt Damon. Ooh, Tom Brady. Some of the best
Wait a
white
minute
boys.
now. I don't
What some
know.
of the
I
best
love me
white
some Matt
boys in it.
Damon now. I love me
I
some
love
Matt
Matt
Damon
Damon.
now.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm switching. Because remember, Ahmad said, what happens if it was a white actor that got up to defend his woman? Again,
Yeah,
if
he
my
got. What if
homeboy
he got
Matt
to talk?
Damon jumps up,
What if
if
what if he
If
got to talking about?
Matthew
What if Chris
McConaughey,
Rock got to
uh-huh.
talking about J Lo and Ben Affleck came up there and popped him?
Hey, hey, I think I might become a fan of Ben Affleck. Because let's clear this up. Let's clear this up. Let's clear this up. I'm all about protecting my woman. Regardless what we say about Will. Hey, Will messed up. He might have messed up the money. You got to remember, I'm the bad guy. I'm talking from the streets of St. Joseph, Missouri, even when I'm not there. First and foremost, he slapped him. What he slapped him for? He was talking about his wife. Case closed. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is a slappable offense. This is a punchable. This is a I stop a mud hole in your ass offense. So if Ben gets up there, because Chris Rock could make some funny jokes about J Lo. Jamie Foxx wrote some good ones. There's been great jokes about J Lo. And if that was the night that Ben said he had enough, and he ran that stage and slapped that little coon, you coon, and he
I would
slapped him.
say, I would be like, Batman, get him,
Get him,
Batman!
Batman,
Get him,
get him.
Batman!
Hey, hey, if Chris Rock would have said, Ben, are you finna give J Lo her next Infinity Stone, bro? Listen,
I think that would have been next, but
I
they
see it
wasn't
both.
invited.
Listen, I see it both
I see it
sides
both
because listen,
ways.
I would have laughed if somebody asks Ben Affleck, are you going to give her the last ring to complete the Infinity Stone, the glove
the
thing
Infinity
on?
Gauntlet.
I would fall out laughing.
Come on, come
But let
on.
me tell you, nothing would make me laugh more than seeing him get his tail stomped out there in a nice suit. Don't
Come
get
on.
out here and get stomped out in a
Come on, man.
$5,000 suit. You out here
Come
got
on, man.
somebody spending that yak on that $5,000 suit out here though, bro.
Hey, can I address all the stuff that's been on my timeline? So I just seen, and I've been trying to tell my fair skinned coworkers and friends that their take on the Will Smith Chris Rock incident is probably different. Their timeline probably looks different than my timeline. I have been explaining to my less melanin people all day that I don't think y'all really know what happened on that stage. You see what I'm saying? Because again, I told you. Now, white boy called me out on it today, I said, man, black people like Will Smith, but we ain't been in love with Will for a long time.
I don't know, man.
We love.
I gotta be honest with
Chill
you,
out,
man.
Charles.
I
Charles,
rock with
shut
Will
up.
Smith
Shut
hard
up,
body though.
Charles.
I both
Don't
ways.
nobody. Hey.
I like Will
Listen,
Smith
I'm
a
not
lot,
talking
man.
to you and Kennedy. Y'all don't count. You got me kicked out of my Black Panther party.
That is
Okay,
true. I
so
did
you
get
don't
you
count,
kicked out.
Charles, you got us kicked out the Black Panther. Ahmad, you remember that? Did I tell you that Charles got us kicked out the Black Panther group?
I
No.
was trying to defend. Listen, I was trying to defend
He was
people.
defending white people in the Black Panther group, and he got us kicked out. So Charles, I don't care that you like Will. Whoop-de-damn
This
do.
is all true. Hey, this is all true. Listen,
Hey,
there is
I'm the Bodie
nobody.
Conqueror. I tell nothing but the truth. You
There's
got me kicked out.
There's nobody who's gonna tell you about something that I did that's lying. Nobody's ever lying about something that they tell you I did. But this one, I was literally defending Ryan, and I got us kicked out the Black Panther Party. I was defending my boy Chad and got us kicked out the Black Panther Party.
Kicked out the group. Serious, that's real talk.
And Chris just got kicked out because I got kicked out.
No, I got kicked out because I co-signed because they was jumping on. They was jumping on him. I said, hey man, y'all, hey, you know, I thought I was black enough.
He said, "This is a real dude right here."
Yeah,
said,
man.
The boy said, "Oh, you want some of this too? You can go and see the exit with him though."
Right. He got me kicked out. He got me kicked out the party. Out the Black Panther Party. So with that being said, back to what I've been telling, because see, you are exactly why my friend, I ain't gonna say his name because he might be watching. I don't want to give him that much credit. He said, Chris, you can't speak for all black people. I said, on this matter, I can. I am the leader of the black delegation. I can speak for black people on this. Let me tell y'all what happened Sunday. So from the black delegation's eyes, not the military brat's eyes, yeah, Maher, I shot you, and not the Texas boy that grew up in a real American city where you know that there's no such thing as black and white people. You know that. So you two don't count for what I'm talking about. I am talking about the niggers. I'm talking about the barbecues y'all love to go to, but the barbecues y'all will not invite y'all co-workers to. Those barbecues. I'm talking about those people. Those people that tell you, man, Will Smith really ain't even that funny, because I tried to tell him why Will Smith and he was falling in love with the Fresh Prince. I said, black people watch that show. We like that show. I said, but you know what show we had to see at the same time? We went home. We ran home to see Martin. You see what I'm saying? That's what the black delegation. Black people have always dug Will Smith. Hey, right on. Kind of like Tiger Woods. We didn't know who Tiger Woods was, but he was a black dude playing golf. Hey, right on, Tiger. I don't know nothing about you, but go ahead. All right.
I understand everything you're saying, but I couldn't disagree with it anymore, bro.
Well, because you are the one. You understand the rules. I represent the ignorance of America.
Listen,
you know what? Y'all gonna make me put this masters on y'all.
Listen, bring out the masters to these bachelors over here. Bring out the masters. Listen,
all I'm saying is Will
understand
Smith
where you're going.
Has been getting bullied by us. Who makes jokes about Will Smith? When do you know most of my less melanin people that I talk to today have no idea about the red table, nor how he's been getting beat up on our side of the town? Will Smith's been a laughing joke. I told you black people have been calling Will Smith gay. We've been telling him that he ain't black enough. His raps ain't rap enough. Black people have, man, we fuck with Will, but you know, if he didn't marry our sister Jada, we wouldn't care.
I don't know, man. No. Whether or not he was with Jada or not, I still like get jiggy with it, bro.
Yeah. See how that don't work? You see how that don't work?
Matter.
Ahmad. Ask Chris Weston. Ask Chris Weston. Call Chris Weston on the phone and say, "Hey, Chris, how many Will Smith CDs do you have?"
You got 5 of them, bro.
None of them.
Will Smith. You got
none
all
of them. I don't have none of them.
Will Smiths, bro.
I had Freddy Krueger. I had Nightmare on My Street. I had
you don't know Summertime, bro. You don't know Summertime.
Oh, so first off, I had that single. I bought the single.
Bruh,
summertime.
y'all better
First
stop
off,
playing with me about
I'm
this.
not saying. First off, let me back up, bro. Don't attack Chris. I am representing the black delegation, Charles. I am representing them. I am representing those cats. The cats that just got out of jail. The cats I pick up from the Greyhound. Them cats, my cousin, St. Joseph, Missouri. Ain't nobody riding around bumping Will Smith.
Summertime comes on. It's not even. Listen, man. On
But
Memorial
Chris,
Weekend, they playing
Man, don't.
summertime to start the
Y'all
summer
arguing
season
the
off.
wrong point right now. Y'all arguing the wrong point. So y'all saying that I am wrong, that the black delegation loves Will Smith. I say fine. I say who else do we
I
beat
think
up?
so, bro. I
The
think
way
that. Listen,
who
I think
else have
black
we
people
beat
love.
up? We don't beat up Bobby Brown the way we beat up Will
Yeah,
Smith.
we do. Yeah.
We make fun of Bobby Brown for doing fucked up shit.
We
Let's
make
clear
fun of
this up.
Bobby Brown.
No,
We
listen,
don't make.
listen.
The
We make
difference
fun of
is.
Bobby Brown because he's a crackhead. He does
Nah.
drunk shit. The nigga's fat and old. Will Smith hasn't did too much, and black people love picking on Will Smith. Will Smith is damn near Wayne Brady in this situation. When Wayne Brady finds out that black people don't mess with me like that. Remember, he got offended by the Dave Chappelle show. That's why he came back and did the Wayne Brady skit. Bro, there are certain black celebrities that we just be like, they cool, but it ain't that big a
I
deal.
don't know. I agree with you. I just don't think Will Smith is one of those guys. I think
I
there
hear
are
you.
people like that.
All I'm telling you is I think I'm closer to the ignorance than you are. I think
Maybe.
I deal with more ignorant people. I'm over here, bro. I go to places where your coworkers would be scared of. They roll up their windows and lock their doors. That's where I hang out. That's where the bar is. I be right there. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm deep in it with the ignorance. I'm deep back here.
I think as a proud Native American, I think Will Smith represented us correctly.
There you go.
And I have issue with the fact that, like I said, he chose violence, and him being worth $500 million didn't make him exclusive to being able to pick that, right? So that's the one thing. It told me that I need to go ahead and have Will Smith DNA tested, because I am sure he is a member of my Native American tribe. He has to be.
Hey, first off, I ain't never disagree with that. What I'm telling you is Will wasn't doing that for the Native Americans, that people like you, people like Brother Ahmad, even me when I want to be professional. He was tired of being the memes. He's been tired of people doubting what kind of husband, father, protector he is. I heard Ahmad when I was logging in. I read the book too, Ahmad. And you're exactly right. He talks about 3 different relationships when all he wanted to do was be the perfect man, the best version of the father that failed. You understand me? He talks about letting down women and how he gives up on life because of his relationship. This man is a Native American, but he just happens to be black and from West Philadelphia. So every once in a while, he has a hard time holding that. Man, I'm tired of y'all telling me I ain't black enough. I'm tired of y'all telling me I should have been there holding it down for my wife, because y'all didn't even listen to what really happened. My wife told y'all I wasn't even in a relationship with her, but y'all still acting like she disrespected me. Y'all didn't even listen to the red talk between me and my wife, because if that was the case, there's no fucking way. And I bleep myself on purpose. Yeah, you see that? I'm getting good. I'm getting good. Thank you. I need a little encouragement, because I wouldn't do it if y'all didn't recognize it. What I'm saying is, this man, I feel, has been dealing with being the outside brother to the black tribe for too long. We as black people have been overlooking this man's feelings. We have been dragging his children. You see what you got to hear me now. We didn't ever talk about Bobby Christina. You see what I'm saying? Bobby Christina was our heart. Now, when she got older and started doing crackish ways, that don't count. What I'm saying is, when she was a little kid, when she was 15 and 14 years old, we did not address Bobby Christina.
Well, I think that
we've been attacking Will Smith's kids since the beginning.
I understand what you're saying, though. I think the difference is that people have been tossing their opinions about Will Smith, whereas when you compare the Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston, people have only been attacking the facts, right? You didn't have to make up something. It was more about how do you feel about these facts about them. Whereas with Will Smith, I thought that until that red table talking, until the whole until the whole August, you never knew what was factual. Everybody heard that they were swingers. Everybody heard this, that, and the other, but nobody knew for a fact that there was ever anything like that.
Ahmad, he fell into my trap. Ahmad, he ain't been debating with me long enough. He ain't been debating with me long enough. So you know what you just did, Charles? You just opened up the evidence that I didn't have a reason to tell America. You just said we've been making rumors about Will Smith, and up till then, Will Smith hasn't ever did anything that we could talk about, right? Well, there was a rumor about Denzel. Remember, he was supposed to be doing it to Sanaa Lathan. Remember?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, exactly.
And I'm not going for the Denzel slander. It's another person you can't say anything bad about. I'm going to stop you right there. There is nobody.
Hey, did you ever stop the slander against Will Smith when they talked about it? When they said to him and Jada was swingers, did you stop the slander?
Denzel is different.
Oh, that's all. Okay, case closed.
There's no
that's what I've been trying to tell you.
There is no
Denzel's
Beyonce
family.
Slander.
They family. We do not play with family. We only play with family that plays with themselves. We talk about our uncles and cousins that's out there on that end. If they were like Brother Kanye, like I talk about him, but I don't talk about him because I still pray for him. And I'm kind of mad at Cousin DL for the way he went about it. But we as black people, you know what I'm saying? We only talk about you when you do stuff for us to talk about, except when you Will Smith. Yeah. Will Smith had never got our respect.
I don't know. See,
I got to bounce, bro. I got to bounce.
Do you think, man?
All right, man.
Where's the nurse at? All right, baby, good to see you.
I think that when you say get our respect, I think that's the part where I think that the choice of words is kind of extreme. I don't know that I agree with that.
Oh,
right. I think
I'm being extreme to justify him slapping Chris Rock on TV. It has to be extreme if he slaps Chris Rock on TV.
Listen,
you know what I'm
saying? And guess what? This man then slapped Chris Rock on TV, and then 2 hours later, they show him partying to get jiggy with it. He's saying all the words to get jiggy with it. Listen, bro. Listen. And this is the reason why we always have this saying here that all things can be true. I think that Chris Rock, like you said, Chris Rock won, right? Because he did after that. He didn't respond. He didn't retaliate, even though he could. And some people might say that was resolving itself.
The way we act, the way family acts. When something goes wrong between brothers, and shit, I did have a little bit to do with Charles acting up, and Ahmad got off.
The boy couldn't get enough.
There he is. He back. So there's been situations where me and Ahmad didn't see eye to eye. It's usually
I was gonna bring that up. Right. I was gonna bring that up.
But you came back,
there was an incident between me and Chris where he actually said something about my girl, and there was no snaps involved.
She wasn't your wife, though.
She wasn't my wife then.
Yeah. Look. I had to put that out there. I didn't want to lose my fans. I didn't want to lose my fans. No. Give me all credit. It wasn't your wife.
At the time, we were just dating, but there was some things that was.
I have to come back and clarify. You see what he did, Charles? He came back and clarified. He didn't have to come back and clarify. There let me off the hook. He could love.
It took some time to get back because, like, even though I know Chris and I knew what his intention was, again, I'm sleeping with her, so it's a whole thing. So it's not.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Was this around the same time Katie was trying to holler?
Good job. Thank you, Charles. Thank you.
No.
Thank you for the interruption. for this commercial break. All right, can I take over the story? Because I don't like the way Ahmad's telling it. My story will be way funny and quicker. You're telling it scary, and you're making me out to look like a horrible guy. Okay, let's clear this up.
No, I
Once upon a time, and a long, long time ago, there was something that happened, and I did what I used to do. I overreacted, and I was very vulgar to somebody Ahmad used to date. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody in the present. It was somebody he used to date. I don't even like the way you was insinuating like it was somebody, you know what I'm saying, that I really love, because I don't even be talking about people I love. It was somebody you used to date. Don't you do that. So anyway, and I had said something about her. It was very long. It was about 4 pages worth of stuff because I was just being mean and mad and stuff. And it was horrible. It was the worst thing I've ever did to somebody I care about. You understand? I messed up. Now, the beautiful part of that, Ahmad, won, because when it happened, when I was the most disrespectful I've ever been to a brother, somebody I've loved, without a doubt, die for, right? Kill for. He took his time and he said, I don't know what the hell would possess Will to smack me. I don't know. I don't know. But no, I ain't going to press no charges.
Here's the thing,
I'm
though.
pray for him. I'm going to call him and I'm going to check on him. That's, you know what I'm saying? Chris Rock wins. Ahmad wins.
Listen, but imagine, though, right? Imagine that Will not press him right there, right? And they sitting back in the car, right? Especially now, if Will wins the award, I think that erases everything. But not knowing that he wins the award, right? And maybe he knew he was going to win, whatever. But let's say if he doesn't win the award, I think that she still has a little bit of, you know what, man? You ain't winning the award, and you gonna just sit here and let this man talk about me like this here in front of me, though, right? Like it's the part where you gotta go home to that.
Wait, you talking? We see. I thought we already won. We already said Will. We all respect and understand what Will did.
But here's
hey, he's wrong. Look, he's wrong again. I've hit a lot of people and been wrong.
I don't think he's wrong. But I'm okay with that kind of wrong.
Hey, look, Charles. Ahmad will tell you, I punched a lot of people and I was dead wrong for doing it. Now ask me, would I punch him again? You see what I'm saying? Look, let's clear this up. Sometimes I don't mind being wrong.
But let me ask you this question.
Loving you is wrong. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask you this question. Is there resolution?
Hell, that's the best part. That's the best part. Will gets to win too. You want to know why Will gets to win, my brothers? It's because for the last 1 or 2 years or so, maybe even 3, we've been pushing a new drug. America's been pushing a new drug. Mental health. We all need a break. Mental health. Before you lose your mind and come out of character on national TV, international TV. Mental health. Even the great Will Smith needs help. See, mental health. It's a whole new thing. I got a couple drugs you can buy that can make you feel better. I'm about to give you more drugs so you don't overreact. Everybody needs to take a day off. It's mental health. I'm stressed out. That's what's going to end on Will's side. Will gets to use this new drug. I was about to break.
I don't think that. So this is my thing. I don't know that Will Smith would use it in that regards, like weaponize something like that.
Oh, I don't. Hey, no. I think it's not. Will Smith isn't using it. Will Smith really had a mental breakdown, bro. Let's clear this up. Let's call it what it is. Will had a mental breakdown, man. And it happened. It's not that big a deal. Some of us, it's what snapped is. Will had a whole time to walk up there and he thought about it because I think Will was thinking about punching him. And by the time he gets up there, he does exactly what you said. He had already deciphered and looked this dude up and opened his hand up. He's like, man, I don't even have to punch this funk.
I ain't even got to punch him.
I'm going to smack the shit out of him.
I'm going to slap him.
I will say Chris has one hell of a chin.
Oh, hey, he took
Well, listen.
He
No,
took it.
listen.
But,
It was.
but
Listen,
that's a smack.
it
The
was.
smack's not about. It's not about the hurt. It's
Yeah,
about the disrespect.
That's what I agree. It was.
Sorry,
if
Charles.
it
I
was a
stepped on your
solid
show.
punch, I would agree. But it was you don't got it. You listen, if you just fall asleep from a slap, then that proves the person who was slapping you instead of punching you even more right.
Listen,
But I think that the
I
fact
have
that
seen a many of people get slapped to sleep.
Well,
listen,
you were standing next to me. You know, I slapped my. All right,
he
anyway,
braced it. Listen, Chris Rock braced for it. You see it in slow mo. He's just like
he sees it coming. Like
listen.
he don't even try to block it. He sees it coming. That's how he says, you know what? Maybe I deserve this because at the end of the day, Will might be playing because we're comedians. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't think Chris thought he was gonna get hit, but in the game that he plays, he might hit me. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is, we be messing with our mom, and you know, you get to mess with your mom, and now she's right there. You be like, oh. Now what you gonna do? You can't act like you scared because your mom might jump at you and make you feel like a punk. So you don't want to get. So fuck it. If you gonna hit me, hit me. Look, I think Chris said, "Let's go." Great.
Brittany Rose says, "Hey Ace, you seem like you the kind that if somebody went there, that you would use your words first to resolve that before throwing them hands out." She said your hands is not rated E, not rated for everybody.
No, I think it depends.
She didn't quite say it like that. I'm saying.
I know it. I read it. I think that it's about setting. I think it's about setting because I do think I would think about the money aspect because for one, I'm not in the same tax bracket as Will Smith, so there's less stuff I can get away with that he can get away with. Because the thing is, I don't think Chris Rock is going to press charges.
He won't.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like, but at the same time, I'm not Will Smith. Now, it depends on where we at because the thing is, like I said, I gotta go home with her.
If you at a barbecue, to Chris's point, you at a barbecue, somebody says something slick about the missus, right? Right? They be like, here we go.
Oh shit.
Here we go. I got it. All right. So let's just say, right, that let's just say you at a barbecue, right? And Sarah just came back from the hair salon, right? And she basically don't even want to go to the barbecue because she's just like, I hate my hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? They cut too much off of my hair, and she is just not feeling it. But you talk her into going. And this you go to the barbecue, you're in the backyard, and you've been there for a little while, and somebody says, "Hey, you know what? I've been kind of meaning to ask you this all day, man. You know what was you thinking about coming in here with your hair like that, though, bro?" And it almost, the missus is light skinned, so she gets red. She's like kind of flushed. Ace Kennedy,
but that's the thing, though.
I hurt my wife's feelings.
Listen, we're not talking, but it's a difference though because we're talking medical condition.
No, not even medical condition. I'm talking about they don't even nothing medical. She just got her hair cut and she don't like it, and she didn't want to come, but you convinced her to go. So this isn't even medical condition. This is just somebody saying, "Dang," making a comment. What the hell was you thinking with your hair?
Well, bro, I think for me, I would use my words in that moment because then I'm like, "What? Why would you come here with your face like that?" Like I think like. And then you might get snubbed. Like I'm just saying, like I do think about things before I act. And I do think what Chris said about Will Smith having a moment to where he snapped, I do think that's the case. And so my thing is that I am a thinker. I do deep think about stuff.
I have a general rule, man, that I just don't I don't make fun or joke about. I may make jokes with someone's spouse, but I never make a joke about somebody's spouse.
But here's the other thing too. Chris Rock is a comedian. So if I was at a comedy show and a comedian made a comment about my wife, I'm gonna do my best to say something back to him. That would be my green light to get up there and swing on.
Hey, can we do something? I do apologize. Y'all know I don't be on here often. and I'm not doing what I usually do because of the topics that I gotta talk to the people I ain't seen in a while. I just turn my comments on. Y'all usually be reading comments. So as we've been talking about this, can we start making sure we interject to the people that's here watching with us? Let's do what we
We've been
usually
putting
do.
everybody's
We
comments on the thing. You just ain't
yeah,
been
yeah.
watching.
But look, but we ain't addressed nobody. I ain't talked to nobody, and I apologize, brothers. Look, can we say that Will Smith did the right thing in our opinion by protecting his wife? Can we say Chris Rock did his job keeping the people entertained? Period. Both of them did their job. I think they'll both they're geniuses at their craft. Even if they didn't mean to do it, they're gonna make something pop off this. Now, with that being said, that's my opinion, and I want us to go ahead and bring on the comments more so we can start doing that because I love talking to those people
Well,
too. Because I
so
think we're
this
talking in circles now.
I think no, I think that so I think the reason why this one is real easy to talk in circles on, right? Because I think that there was a lot of right and a lot of wrong. But for me personally, even the wrong, I don't necessarily think that it was that wrong. Like if
Right.
somebody said,
Oh, it wasn't.
if somebody said, oh, if somebody said, you know what, no, Will Smith was wrong. Violence is never the answer. I can understand why somebody would say that. But at the
Because
same
they
time,
can't
I'm not
fight.
mad at
You know where I'm from? My father. Look, before I got on here, I did my research, guys. I hope you guys can notice that I researched this. I want to make sure I was a great co-host. So I called my family. I'm a cockaroo, right? Mitchell Westons, they make cockaroos, right? So I called my little sisters and all of them. My sister, she happens to be an attorney, but she still made a very St. Joseph post. She said, y'all over here complaining about Smith slapping him. My man would have did way worse. My baby sister. Then I talked to my baby sister, and I called my baby sister, and we was laughing and joking about it, talking both sides. And he said, yeah, and I said something like, the only people that say violence ain't the answer are the people that don't like getting hit because
hey,
they can't fight. You've
I,
been getting look here. Hey, real warriors, we fight. Violence is not the answer, but sometimes it's
do
the
we
hey,
agree though that this
sometimes it's the solution.
listen, do we agree though that them having history with Chris Rock already trying to clown them had something
Oh,
to do with that?
I
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
so. I
But
mean, it's
I'm gonna
not
go for
it's not
real,
till
man.
they admit to that. Hey, love you, bro. Hey, not like I say, and I mean I think that, but that's one of those Will Smith rumors. Hey, that's one of them. Hey, bro, that's one of them rumors. You see what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
until he come out and say, man, y'all don't even understand. I've been waiting to slap that punk. You see what I'm saying? Until,
Yeah.
because again, Charles, our friends, and you got to keep me reading these comments because I see people comment. Keep me out, keep me up, keep me honest with my peoples. I miss my peoples. If he comes out and says that, hey man, nah man, yeah, I had a bad night, and Chris been asking for this. I just gave him what he was asking for.
He
Now,
was
if they
campaigning
come
and
out,
got
hey, if
elected.
hey man, if he campaigning for this a whooping, come get it, boy. You see what I'm saying? So at the end, if he's really from our tribe, let's clear this up. I was talking all that. I am the black delegation reader, but at the end of the day, I am a Native American. Me and brother Charles Chief here is from the same tribe. We are the same warrior family
Very much
clan. We are
native.
the same. We black and white is an issue when y'all make it an issue. You know what I'm saying? We address personalities. So with that being said, um, we're in agreement, man. If you're a comedian, be a comedian. I put it like this. Let's do this. Let me do this, Charles. How many times you been? I've went out. I go to comedy clubs. I want to be a comedian sometimes. Me and my lady go to the comedy clubs all the time, and I make it real simple. Do your job, man. Tell your jokes. Tell one joke over here. Tell three jokes. All right, nigga. Time for you to move on. Move this. You. Hey, I suggest. Hey, I'm laughing with you. Stop playing. Go somewhere else. Unless you think security's faster than me, because I can get to you faster than security can. Because that's where I'm from. So I make it very clear. Hey, man, if you think you're gonna talk shit to me, even if I can't get to you, Chris Rock, right now while you talking crap, because I go to those shows too. And if he happens to talk about my woman and to the point that I can make eye contact with him and he, hey, bring the attention to me and or move on, I'm going to give him that look. And Chris Rock, you know that look, bro. You grew up in Brooklyn. You knew when not to take the jokes too far. He's a comedian. He ain't no dummy.
I do got a question for you. And this is inspired by the very lovely Tina Shantae, by the way. Appreciate you for checking in with your boy.
Who is that?
And so listen,
man.
She said something that I have a question mainly for the ladies that are actually in the comments, right? That are watching this. And if you watch the replay, then by all means. But here's one of the questions I have for you, right? Because she said that I was surprised that several women felt that he was wrong and how he reacted. How would you expect or prefer your man to react? And this is not to say that whatever's right and wrong, but I'm saying, right, somebody and I don't want to use the parallel of that you mentioned where you're saying, hey, you go to a comedy show because now you came to that person's job and you're mad at how they're doing their job. But you and your man are at an award show, right? And somebody is talking, somebody who's on stage, another man, whole man is basically trying to slide in some little zingers on you, right? What exactly do you expect that your man would be like, you know what? Now we gonna let that ride. Or,
I'm gonna laugh. Ha ha ha. Oh, he's funny. He's funny. Because a lot of people keep saying that. They say, well, Will was laughing at first. You didn't address that.
Well, that's where I was gonna go because to be honest with you, I think that Will they did show him laugh, but I think that he laughed only because of the joke before. It was like ha ha ha, you know. We're here, and then I think he said, did he just say something about my wife? Like,
nope.
Nah.
And look, and we're saying the same thing. We just disagreeing on one little piece.
What you got?
I think he was laughing the Will Smith laugh that I know. That here we go with this crap again, because he still thinks it's about him. Give it to me. And he said, ha, ha, ha. And he does that fake Will Smith laugh. He does. When people, all right. And then he looks over at his wife. And he sees that the woman he just convinced that she could come out with her hair like that because she's having problems. He had to encourage her to come. And he looks over at her and realized, wait a minute. This joke ain't about me.
Right.
You're talking about my wife, homeboy? You're doing too much. You see what I'm saying? You're doing too much.
I think that doing too much even would be if he got up there and let's say if he got up there like this is what I think. I think that the slap was for the bald head joke. The entanglement, if he said the entanglement, if he brought up that, then it would have been a whole beat down on stage.
He'd have beat his ass.
So that's why I'm saying like that. That's why I'm not that.
I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying not to cuss on that one. I said, but he'd have beat his ass.
I think, bro, that's why I think that Will had some resolve and some selection of his methods, right? I'm gonna give you.
You trying to say he wasn't insane? See, you've already get Will convicted. No, I'm trying to tell you, he snapped. But you over here breaking it down. They're gonna say, and look, he gonna say, well, yeah, that's exactly how I felt. So, Will, you did think about
as a proud member of the Slap-a-Hole tribe. When you about to slap somebody versus when you punching somebody.
Hey,
but
that's why I told you he'll never admit that the smack is really for 2016 and everything in between. You see what I'm saying? Oh, where are we at in these comments? Brittany Rose said something that caught my eye. Said something about her mom said, if he'll do it for you, he'll do it to you. Did I read that right?
Hold on. Whoa.
Did you read it?
Brittany Rose says she's choosing violence every time.
But with Brittany Rose, a gangster, bro. I've known her, man.
I didn't know. Listen, man.
She was a nice young girl when I first.
Brittany Rose said, "Don't let this light skin here. Don't let let it fool you here, though."
I know her daddy. Her daddy's crazy. Okay, you find it. Let's see. Um, this girl commented on my post saying her mom told her, oh, it was a girl that
Oh, here we
commented
go.
on the post. Okay.
Yeah.
If he'll do it for you, he'll do it to you.
Oh,
I
so he
don't, I
said
don't,
if he, I get what she
if it,
said. She said if he'll go and beat a
oh,
man, then he'll
oh
beat
yeah, he'll
you.
beat you. Yeah,
If what?
yeah, that's not the tribe we're from. That is
No.
not the tribe. That is not the tribe. I've never hit a woman in my life. Outside of my girls, like I had little girls, I used to give them whoopings, and then once they turned about 12 years old and was having periods and emotions and breasts and shit, I no longer physically disciplined my daughters because I didn't want any confusion for them to think that if their father hits them when he's disappointed, then a man can hit her because he's disappointed. Ain't nobody hitting women in my family. Ain't nobody attacking women in my family. That's the
Okay,
tribe I come
so
from.
I'm gonna
So
keep
I
it
will
honest.
fight and kill everybody.
Listen,
Doesn't mean that I would hit the women in my family.
not
That
in my
doesn't go
family,
together.
but listen, this every time,
I,
every
I will
time
beat
this
I will beat
subject.
another woman up for
Listen,
my family. There, that's what you wanted me to say. I said the women in my family. I ain't hit no. If I'm dating her, I'm not gonna hit. If he'll fight for you, he'll fight you too. No, no,
listen.
I would never fight. Charles,
I will.
you had to make that clarification.
I know because I will tell you this. I will tell you this. I bring this up every single time this comes up and
Come
talking
on,
about women. And if you hit a woman,
come on.
I've
I ain't say
seen,
that.
I've
I
seen
ain't
Jennifer
said that.
Jameson.
Come on,
She
man.
is my ace.
Hey, hey,
Listen, I've
hey,
seen Jennifer Jameson throw some haymakers,
hey, hey,
haymakers
hey,
that will rival any guy.
hey.
And I had to tell her, I had to pull her to the side and say, listen,
Come on.
if you ever caught me with one of them, you getting all the man hands
Wait.
because she went 10 for 10.
Hey, man.
10 straight
Okay.
haymakers,
All right.
all
All right.
of them.
You want to play this game? You want to act like you don't understand what I'm saying? What
I get what you're
happens
saying.
if Jennifer Jameson starts hanging out with the research department and Jennifer Jameson takes the research department to the gym and she teaches her how to throw that haymaker. And now the research department comes home and says something, you say something, and then y'all do something, and she hits you with one of them haymakers.
That's different
What you
though.
gonna do?
That's different though.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
talking about, bro.
That's what I've been
Listen,
trying to tell you. That's
I
what
understand that, but
when
I'm
you
saying
address my family.
listen, the way that I saw Jennifer Jameson walk this girl
I can't
down.
believe you still talking. Why you want to embarrass Jennifer, man?
That's my dog. No,
Hey, but
listen,
do
she's
you
from
think?
Colleen.
What if
Listen,
now you intimidating all the men
she's from
that
no,
try to date her?
she's from Colleen, so she knows that it's the highest compliment you can get. One
Hey,
of the highest
but
compliments.
she's grown now, and now no man wants to date her. Said, man, I ain't got
No.
no time to be fighting her. Just because I come home late, she want to fight. Now she's like,
No.
Charles, I don't even be
Jennifer,
fighting like that.
listen,
Jana
Jennifer,
can't get a man because of you.
Jennifer literally knows 3/4 of Colleen, so she has that she would never get into it. But I'm saying, if she caught you with one of these for some reason, it's not gonna feel like a woman punch, bro. It is it. I saw her go 10 for 10 straight haymakers, didn't miss.
Hey,
It's major.
Hey, first off, I appreciate the respect that you and the Texas boys give Jennifer James. I do appreciate that. But I'm just gonna clear something up.
That's my
I
ace,
am
bro. She
I
still
am
is my ace.
I am from a town called St. Joseph, Missouri, and most of the women in St. Joseph, Missouri, will fight in gang fights. Did you
You
hear
know
me?
what's funny to
They
me?
fight me. No, listen, you're not
There have
listening.
been
There are women in my hometown that to this day, if we get into an argument and she stands up and says, well, what the fuck, nigga? I say, man, chill out, baby girl. Why you even acting like that?
listen.
Hey, chill out. I didn't even, hey,
I
I
think
ain't
that
even.
I think that for the most part, and this is gonna sound crazy, back in the day, I think that it was a 50-50 chance when we were in our 20s, probably even greater than 50-50, maybe 60-40, that if it was something going on in the club, that it may have been females getting down though, bro.
Come on, man.
Females back then, yeah. So, but anywho, we completely off. But I'm saying though, bro, like I guess my thing to me, I got a question for you.
For me or for the go?
I have a question for you, and I got a question for people in the comments. This is one
right.
thing that I think that's different. Okay, Chris Rock didn't press charges. We were talking about if this was somebody who was which I can listen. I can respect that is one of those things. He say, listen, black people don't get police involved, right? If we don't have to, right?
No, it ain't. I don't even think that. I think if no, this ain't even. I told you, I'm gonna keep it just real people. I think
listen,
if you're a comedian about your craft and another professional,
if he's white
professional.
If Chris Rock is a white comedian and Will Smith walks up there, do you think he calls the police or he sues?
I think it depends on the white comedian because I don't believe in race, bro. I think there are some people in Hollywood that understand that. Damn, I went too far.
Bill Murray gets up there and Will Smith
Bill Murray. Oh no! Oh, so Bill Murray, the old Ghostbuster Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
No, okay. So those are two different comedians.
Both of them.
So Bill Murray, old school.
BOFUM. Both of them.
He might press charges. What's the dude? The dude, not Bill, because I like Bill Murray. What's the dude that used to have the show? Dennis Miller. Let's say Dennis Miller said that joke. You know, he used to be funny back in the day.
Yeah. People don't even remember when he was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because he's that kind of guy, but he's
Bill Maher. Bill Maher would sue.
Oh, he's all right. You think Bill Maher would sue? Bill Maher, the HBO guy.
Maher will sue.
Is that the dude from HBO?
That's the HBO guy.
Yeah, he's the more up-to-date version. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Exactly. He would
sue him.
I don't know if Seinfeld would sue. Seinfeld might make a foot. Seinfeld's going to be the first one to say he needs help. Seinfeld's not going to sue. Seinfeld is going to reach out because he understands what it means to be that type of celebrity. I think so. Back when Louis C.K. was Louis C.K. was one of the dudes. Yeah. He wouldn't have sued. Gary Owen, since we want to talk white people, Gary Owen wouldn't have sued.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You think Gary Owen gonna get that money?
I think he would, bro. I think that he might look for that bag.
Now but that's the joke, though, right? Because everybody we just talked about, Seinfeld, right? Seinfeld don't need no money. You see what I'm saying? Seinfeld don't need no money.
Gary Owen might not need the money, but he might not be able to pass up that kind of bag.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. That's the only reason. That's the only reason he's suing. But if he didn't need the money, he wouldn't sue. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think Gary.
If he didn't need the money, like, you know what I'm saying? If he couldn't pass up that, if he wasn't in that tax bracket, I don't think he'd sue. But I mean, if you say you think he would, then cool. But what's the dude? The dude that was just in The Mandalorian. He used to be redhead, but now he's bald. His name is Bill Murr. Like he got a name.
Yeah. He's hilarious, but he ain't go there. He ain't gonna sue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He ain't gonna sue.
Jim Carrey would sue.
Who would?
Jim Carrey seems like he would sue.
Nah, Jim Carrey. I think
Jim Carrey did.
I think he'll act a fool.
I got the research department that said Jim Carrey said he would have sued.
Hey, because you want to know what? Look, all right, hold on. I'm going off. Let me go off. All right, I'm going off because you know what? Now you're getting over here. You know what, Jim Carrey? If Jim Carrey says he'll sue, he's one of those guys. And any real comedian worth their gusto. Because now, mind you, I'm not counting the HBO boy. He's a horrible person. Mm-hmm. Dennis Miller, they're not in that. So Jim Carrey, if he says he would sue, it's not because he would sue, but he also doesn't want comedians getting beat up. Yeah, let's clear this up.
I can see that.
Will Smith is America. And if we allow to support Will Smith beating up someone for doing their craft, we're inviting anybody and everybody that doesn't like comedians
so it would be
just
more
rush the stage and beat him up. That's why Jim Carrey.
I'm not gonna listen. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna get you out on here, bro. Will Smith. I wouldn't be mad if Will Smith started to slap everybody. It might just do my heart some good. If anytime somebody says something about his wife, he tracked them down, and he has a show about him slapping
people. Now, ain't that see? There's another win. Give yourself that. Give yourself that. Come on,
slap everybody.
Will Smith had the #1 show in America.
Slapping everybody who talks about his wife.
Hey,
Slap
bro.
everybody who's talking about Willow. Anybody
Come on.
who's talking about Jaden. Anybody who wants to talk about him not being Tupac. Slap everybody.
And for anybody that says it wasn't Austin Alsina, slap them too.
Hey, listen, man. Kristoff, we in every episode. Tell me what you got going on for the week, man.
Man, I actually am going through an accreditation at work, man. So any of y'all that know what I do for real, pray for me. One of the hardest times of my career, I got to go through accreditations to make sure I get to keep being me and drinking scotch and smoking cigars. So I'm working this damn week. Ain't that some BS?
I might have to hit you up on the side because the research department went out this past weekend and trying to do some grown stuff, and she out here smoking cigars out here at a spot out here in the crib, though, bro. Trip me on out. She said I actually thoroughly enjoyed it there. So
I'm trying to tell you, it's we can talk about that on the next one. The reality is we can have a segment just about cigars in the Black culture. It's becoming a thing. Yeah, if y'all been with us, y'all know every time I'm on here, I'm smoking a stove. This ain't new to me. I've been smoking for almost 12 years now. But what I'm saying all that to say, because now smoking cigars in the Black community is a big thing, to the point that is, I think, the number 3 or 4 Black business growing in America today. Let's just clear this up. Black-owned cigar companies, Black-owned lounges and bars. It's becoming a thing, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful, Black people. Don't think about it. It's a fucking good time, man.
Brittany Rose said, when that gas become legal here, I need y'all to get on that. Listen, I think that what's crazy. I don't want to see Atlanta turn into how Oklahoma City is, though, when it comes to that, though, man. Because they out there, they replace the Waffle Houses with the doggone with that gas.
I don't want to confuse the two. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a two different types of crowds. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Cigars ain't nowhere near that. Now, the brothers that do smoke cigars, you might find 1 or 2 that gets down with the grass, but even if they do, they don't bring it up in that situation because it's a different, different vibe. And I have nothing against the gas. One day when I am not a federal employee, maybe I'll be able to enjoy it. I've never had marijuana before. So I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe I'll partake, huh?
And maybe I'll check it out. Everybody says it's the new rave, but right now we're talking cigars, Brittany. Don't you be bringing up the devil's lettuce, okay? We're just talking about doing simple American customs, just simple American smoking cigars and drinking whatever. And a lot of people say, "Oh, you got to drink when smoke cigars." No, I got a lot of friends that drink tea, coffee, wine. They take time, man. Come on out and hang out in your local cigar lounge. That's how I plug my new business. I got a business, boy. Hey, I got your buy-in plan for you, boy. I got a couple cigar lounges open. Shh, don't tell me.
Well, listen, I think that I got this for this week, man. We trying to wrap up this week. Hopefully it flies by fast. So that we got spring break coming on out here all next week, though, man. So yeah.
How much time? Where are we at? How much time we got on the clock? We got time. Are we done?
We are shutting it down. My stomach is telling me it's time to eat.
Oh, you little sissy. I was about to tell you, I was in New York City, boy. We're gonna talk about it. Spring breaks. I just got back.
I think so. Listen, I think that what's crazy is that I have to holler at you and maybe even the girl Brittany Rowe, because I think that I'm gonna be out on Friday. Actually, will I be in on Friday? I'm going to be in on Friday, but I think that we still probably want to have some more guests on. So if you're free on Friday, holler at your boy. If you're watching this and you want to join, you've been watching for a little while to replace.
I can't, man. Friday, see, y'all didn't see me. I was texting that girl with that gray hair. What's her name? Tina. I'm in her inbox, bro.
In the DMs, huh?
I'm in the DMs, and I'm about to meet her at First Fridays, baby. Right here, I'm about to meet her. So I'm gonna be getting. Hey, man, I'm partying Friday. But,
okay. No, it would actually be this coming Friday.
No, you're not listening.
I thought it's y'all.
First Friday. No, First Friday is April.
April 1st.
April 1st.
Okay, you sure right.
You come on, fool. Catch up with me.
Right.
April
Okay.
1st.
That's that master's degree. You gotta have a master's to know
man.
that.
I hate to show out. I hate to sun you.
Hey,
like
okay. But yeah, man, I think it's
I'll
so
joy.
yeah,
Oh, there it is. Brittany got it. Brittany
yeah,
says she get it in. So I
Um,
just want you guys to know that Brittany's way nicer than me. You'll enjoy yourselves.
Hey, listen, I think that it's funny though, bro, that we spent an entire hour and a half talking about Will Smith and nothing else though, bro. So
Man, there's no reason because America, he's an icon. He's an icon living.
hey, well, listen,
He's an
on that note,
icon living.
if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to the Slash Brothers YouTube and Facebook pages. That way you can subscribe to the notifications and you can peep your boys in every time we go live. On that note, any shout outs before you get on out of here?
Man, okay, one shout out, man. I got a shirt on made especially for me. Get the funk out my face, right? Funk Fridays, man. You know, I still do my thing. My business, my LLC is jumping, man. I'm doing things. I got more people calling me to do stuff, and I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. They're like, "Hey, Chris, can you do one of your Funk Fridays over here?"
Hey.
I said, "What is? I don't."
Was an influencer over there, huh?
Man, I didn't. Hey, man, people calling me to do it. I said, I don't. I gotta develop what Funk Fridays are. So there was a lady that made me this shirt.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is becoming one of my signatures.
You want to give it a
Yeah.
name? What we doing?
No, I'm going to tag a name so everybody, because if I said it, y'all ain't going to be able to spell it right. So I'm going to come back to the post. It will be in the comments. I'll tag her, put her out there, man. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Okay. Sister, all right. But
hey, man, on that note, we outie though, all right? Peace out, y'all. I'm all not prepared because I don't even got the music queued up and nothing like that, though, man. But listen,
you are hungry.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for jumping in, Brittany Rowe, the girl Sonia Dennis. I appreciate y'all for jumping in the comments. So as always, appreciate the love. Peace out, y'all.
Peace. Go get you something to eat, man.
Well, I'm starving, man. I'm